All right, today we're jumping into something really powerful. It's a whole mindset for success that was literally forged in the middle of a crisis during a live business launch. It's called the hustleverse mindset. And trust me, you're going to want to hear this. Let's get into it. Okay, so this line right here, this is the heart of it all. But this wasn't some pre-written motivational poster quote. This was a real-time reaction when things were going wrong. It's the core of this entire philosophy. So what was actually happening when this was said? Picture this. The host, Markel, is launching his brand new Hustleverse. He's live, people are watching, and suddenly, the Facebook stream just dies. It's not showing up in his group. Total nightmare, right? But instead of freaking out or just stopping the whole thing, he leaned into it and turned that technical failure into the very first lesson of this entire mindset. And that brings us to the first big idea: obstacles aren't roadblocks. They're just part of the journey. In the Hustleverse, he calls this journey climbing Success Mountain. And guess what? Mountains have rocks. They have tricky paths. The glitches are just part of the terrain you have to navigate to get to the top. He uses this classic Les Brown quote, and man, it just hits perfectly. After you fall, and we all fall, whether it's a tech glitch or a major life setback, your next move is everything. And it all depends on your perspective. It's not about the fall. It's about whether you choose to look up or stare at the ground. So here's the question for you, really. After one of those super embarrassing moments, what's your gut reaction? Do you let it marinate? Do you just sit there in the awkwardness? Or do you pull yourself up, dust yourself off, and just keep moving forward, like it never even happened? That choice, that's what defines you, way more than the setback itself. Okay, so that's how you react to things. But what if you could be more proactive? What if you could actually start shaping your reality before the obstacles even hit? Well, this is where it gets really cool, because it all starts with the simplest tool you have: the words you decide to use. So check this out. It's a simple but really profound idea. Completely stop using the word weak. Instead, replace it with strong. Why? Think about it. Weak sounds exactly like weak. It's this tiny subliminal suggestion that these 7 days are going to drain you. But when you call it the strong, you're creating a positive anchor, a reminder that these 7 days are here to build you. And this little word swap isn't just some cute trick. He describes it as installing a golden cog in the machine of your mind. It's not a flimsy plastic part. It's a foundational, unbreakable piece that keeps the entire engine driving you forward, making you stronger, not weaker, with every single rotation. You know, this all comes down to etymology, understanding the power and history of words. He actually credits growing up with hip-hop and its incredible wordplay for teaching him this. If you can control the language, you control the frame. And if you control the frame, you basically control your reality. So with this new programming, where your weak is now your strong, the whole concept of the work week just gets blown up. And honestly, even the idea of what freedom is gets a complete makeover. The goal isn't to just survive until Friday anymore. I mean, this is such a direct challenge to that whole "thank God it's Friday" culture. The argument here is that for a lot of people, the weekend isn't freedom at all. It's actually when they get weaker. It's when the good habits slip, progress stalls, and they end up undoing all the great work they did during the strong. So what's the new framework? It's a ladder. On Wednesday, that's decision day, you commit to something new. Thursday is action taken Thursday. You execute, no excuses. And that leads you to Freedom Friday. See, this is real freedom, the kind that comes from accomplishment, not from just running away from your responsibilities. So if you're not waiting around for the weekend anymore, what are you waiting for? This next principle is an absolute procrastination killer. It's all about taking action and creating your own proof that you're moving forward. What's this number? 203? Is it just random? Nope. That's the number of commissions that were paid out to members of this community in just one 24-hour period. This isn't a theory. This is cold, hard proof that this works when people take action. They're not waiting for a sunny day. They're getting it done now. And this metaphor is just fantastic. Look, you're not supposed to build a house in a hurricane, obviously, but you also can't just sit around waiting for a perfectly calm, sunny day that might never come. A true master learns how to use the wind, those challenges, as leverage. They use the resistance to their advantage. And here is a perfect real-world example of building through the storm. The second a new AI music tool popped up on his radar, what did he do? He immediately tested it against his current favorite. There was no waiting, no hesitating, just an immediate bias for action, for curiosity, and for finding out what works right now.
All right, let's pull all this together. What is the ultimate goal here? Why do all of this? This final idea completely redefines why consistency even matters. And for me, this is a total game changer.
This is so crucial. All those daily actions, the word changes, the bias for action, it's not about just taking boxes on a to-do list. The real point is to forge a new identity. The process transforms you into the kind of person that success is naturally drawn to. Results just stick to you. And to make sure people can actually live this stuff, there's a practical guide. It takes all of these big abstract ideas and codifies them into non-negotiable daily actions. It turns inspiration into an actual operating system for your life. And that leaves us with one final powerful thought. This whole philosophy, it's not about trying something new. It's about becoming someone new. So the real question to ask yourself is this: what's the one principle you're going to stop trying and start living beginning today?
Yeah, hustle bear in the building. Adrenaline truth, this that run up the hill grind. Pressure make diamonds, I've been cutting through the steel line. Dreams don't chase you, better get it while the will grind. Legacy's a blueprint I've been building on the real time. If fear's in the room, I'm the one to make it goes quick. Faith in my chest, watch me load it like a full clip. Haters catch the wave or get washed in emotion. Action over doubt, that's the hustle bear doctrine. I've been running through the noise with a fire in my lungs. Every setback was a lesson, now I'm speaking in tongues. From the bottom to the summit, all I needed was a spark. Now my pain got a purpose, see the light in the dark. Ay, motion over madness, that's the code that I keep. Every dream need a soldier, I ain't losing no sleep. Put the doubts in the dirt, plant the faith like a seed. If you want it, go and get it, that's the hustler's creed. I woke up with a mission like the rent due on my oxygen. Purpose in my pocket, every loss became a document. I'm calibrated differently, my hustle got a doctorate. Turn my fears to employees, got them working on my confidence. Life hit me with storms, but I learned how to monetize the rain. Pain became a passport, now I travel through the strain. People love excuses, cause excuses never change. But action pay the bills, that's the truth inside the game. Had to cut some ties, their weight don't climb. If your circle ain't moving, then you running out of time. I ain't waiting on a sign, I was born to be a beacon. Hunger ain't a mindset, it's a language I speak in. Every day is overtime, I ain't got no halftime. Walking with a lion heart, built it from the bad times. Legacy's a contract, God signed the bottom. Now I hustle like the devil, never wanted me to blossom. I done fought my own shadows, had to box with my doubts. Took the quiet route to freedom, now my voice too loud. You can measure a man's truth by the storms he survives. I took every closed door as a gym for my mind. Pressure got a flavor, I've been learning how to taste it. Fear is just a wire that your courage gotta break with. This grind ain't pretty, it's sweat, grit, pavement. But comfort is a prison and dreams don't do arrangements. I came from the trenches of excuses and delay. Now discipline the engine, keep me pushing through the day. I ain't working for the moment, I'm investing in a name. When your legacy the mission, every step becomes a flame. People talk potential like it's somehow gonna save them, but potential's just a debt, action's how you gotta pay it. Success ain't in the future, it's a choice in the now. And if you're waiting on approval, you ain't ready for the crown. I've been running through the pain like a treadmill on fire. See the ashes of my doubts, that's the proof I'm getting higher. Every no became a hammer, built a kingdom out of trials. Faith drove the steering wheel while hustle held the tires. Ain't no elevator up, just the stairs of intention. Gotta climb with conviction, every step is a lesson. The grind is a mirror, what you see is a reflection. If you lazy with your actions, you gon' struggle with direction. Had nights where I cried, but the tears paid dues. Had fights with my pride, but the growth came through. Every scar got a purpose, every bruise got a clue. If you scared of the fall, you ain't ready for the view. I'm a soldier for the dream, that's the oath that I keep. Motivation ain't a moment, it's a promise you repeat. If you walking with excuses, you ain't walking with me. And if you want another level, you should hustle like a beast. I've been running through the noise with a fire in my lungs. Every setback was a lesson, now I'm speaking in tongues. From the bottom to the summit, all I needed was a spark. Now my pain got a purpose, see the light in the dark. Hey, motion over madness, that's the code that I keep. Every dream need a soldier, I ain't losing no sleep. Put the doubts in the dirt, plant the faith like a seed. If you want it, go and get it, that's the hustler's creed.
What if you could create unique music tracks without ever touching an instrument or knowing a single note of music theory? And what if those tracks could make you money online? Today, we're diving into how AI-generated music is opening up new income streams for creators and entrepreneurs alike. At its core, AI-generated music uses advanced algorithms to compose original pieces based on parameters you set. You can choose genres, moods, instruments, and even specify the emotional arc of a track. The AI then learns from vast databases of existing music to produce something entirely new. Think of it as having a tireless virtual composer at your fingertips, ready to produce tracks on demand. So, how do you turn these digital melodies into actual cash? There are several exciting avenues. First, you can license your AI-generated music to content creators. YouTubers, podcasters, and filmmakers constantly need royalty-free background music for their projects. By uploading your tracks to platforms that specialize in stock music, you can earn a fee every time someone uses your creation. It's passive income, as the same track can be licensed multiple times. Second, consider offering custom music compositions. Businesses need unique jingles for ads, background music for apps, or soundtracks for corporate videos. You can leverage AI tools to quickly generate multiple options for clients, allowing for fast turnaround times and tailored solutions without the traditional cost and time investment of human composers. Third, explore selling your AI-created tracks on digital marketplaces dedicated to music, or even through your own website. Some artists are even experimenting with NFTs, turning their AI-generated compositions into unique digital assets that can be bought and sold. To get started, research the various AI music generation platforms available. Many offer free trials or freemium models, allowing you to experiment and find the tool that suits your creative vision. Once you have your tracks, focus on quality, variety, and effective tagging to ensure they can be easily discovered by potential buyers. In summary, AI-generated music offers a fascinating opportunity to tap into the demand for unique audio content. By creating and strategically distributing these tracks, you can build a flexible and innovative way to make money online, transforming AI into your personal sound studio and income generator.
What world is he inside? But my world for the sleepers is for those who never hide. Every thought a revolution, every post a shifting tide. This my art, my breaking news. Watch the universe collide. I give you food for action, don't choke on the truth. This lesson I prepare was made just for you. Feast up, I'll keep serving till the pot run dry. Got enough cooking to feed the whole country, no lie. Too many flavors, you know, I got what you like. Don't start beefing with me, you won't win this fight. If you come in peace, keep your teeth intact. I got a plan to get this cake, come grab a stack. Life could be sweet, if you listen, you'll see. Food for action on a platter, served fresh by me. I'm serving knowledge on plates, got the recipe down. A blend of hustle and wisdom, that's my sound. I'm feeding the masses, no crumbs, full course. But if you bring nothing to the table, find the door. Stop acting like you got beef, it won't taste right. This flavor's reserved for those ready.
Okay, family, we are live. We are live. And once again, I want to welcome you all back to another episode of the Hustlers 10 Minute a Day Challenge. Today is Strong 38, day 1, and we are right at 16 minutes into today's challenge. So let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. As usual, I always got to tell you guys about how excited I am. We're just coming off a strong end, that Saturday and Sunday, the strong end. And I did a lot. I accomplished a lot of goals. I experimented with a lot of, tools and things like that because I wanted to be able to give you guys some additional value, some new perspectives, some new tools, and things that you can actually use on a daily basis to help you grow your business. Even if it's not to grow your home based business, no matter if it's affiliate marketing, digital marketing, maybe you make your own products at home. Maybe you go to, the local flea market or whatever it is and you sell things actually in person. Yes, people still go out in the street and they sell products. So don't forget about those people. Don't forget about the whole real world. The people that's not particularly online, but they're doing businesses. They have their own business. And those might be your ideal target audience. The people that you don't see constantly online. The people that, they have a social media page, a Facebook account, an Instagram account, but they never actually post. They just have the accounts only for the purposes of watching, of seeing what other people are posting so that they can, comment on, like it, and, enjoy and be a consumer instead of being a producer. Now, there's a lot of people out there that's like that. In my, consistent research and my consistent daily activities, I come across a lot of people who just have accounts where they might friend request you, they might send you a message, and then when you go to their page, you'll see that it only has a profile picture. They might be a new account or it could be an account that's been around for a couple of years, but they're just not into, putting their business out there online, or they just have the account, as I stated, just for the purpose of being able to see what everybody else is doing. Those people, they actually have lives outside of online. And those people can be, once again, your ideal client. And depending on how you engage with them, that'll be the determining factor as to if you can grow a profitable business doing what we have to offer here today. Now, man, I can't stress enough how excited I am because there's so many angles, there's so many aspects of what we have going on that I can discuss with you. But I want to start out with a couple of different things. First, as usual, I'm always trying to keep my ear to the street, so to speak. I'm always looking at the news or the current events. Now, if you've, unless you've been hiding under a rock, no pun intended, right? But unless you've been hiding under a rock, there's been so many stories that I've come across online and so many things that I've been looking at and examining. And I wanted to give you guys some
Than
information on a
preachy.
few things.
Joy
Now,
as she
I want to
presents
make
the award
sure
for Best
that, we're not going to do any copyright infringing on any particular things. I don't want to have to worry about anything like that. But I've seen a few different things. One in particular is, man, dude, veins is popping out like crazy. Now, that's a scroll stopper right there. That's a scroll stopper. But touching on this particular matter right here, I saw a post and it was talking about The Rock. It was talking about there's a trending story going on about The Rock's abs. Why doesn't The Rock have abs? Now, it's something that I never really thought about. It's something that I'd never, even considered. It's not anything that, ever crossed my mind. But that particular question, it was kind of engaging and it made me want to watch the particular video. Now, it was on one of these feeds. I don't see it right now, but that bodybuilding video that or workout video that was just playing, I believe that was partly in reference to that situation. Now, I watched the video and I learned some new information that I didn't know about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Now, apparently, maybe years ago, he had a situation when he was wrestling where he tore something or he had a abdomen injury and he had to have a surgery. Now, he had a hernia in his abdomen region. And I didn't watch the full video, but he was going on to discuss how, with this surgery, it actually affected the physical appearance of his abs. That's why you don't notice or see that he has a six pack or, you know, eight pack or whatever it is, right? But he explained that situation. Now, that's possibly not anything that we can use to our benefit directly. But for the right person, that can be a benefit depending on if you're in the health and wellness industry. You might know of people or might want to target people who have specific issues with abs, working out. But when I was watching it, the thing that got me most was how this is a trending story. It's not like something that just popped up. It appears as though people are searching online this particular, question. Why doesn't The Rock have abs? My question is, why do you care? But seeing as though a lot of people do care, it draws a lot of attention and it actually gets publicized to the point where it's on, a news outlet. It's on a news feed and it becomes something that can go viral even further. People want to know the answer to questions, questions that you might not find to be relevant. But as they say, there's no such thing as bad publicity. There's also no such thing as a stupid question. The only stupid question is the one that you don't ask. And there's always a logical answer or a good answer that can lead you to attracting whatever type of audience you want to attract. But that was just one of the stories that I saw. And the other story was about this right here. I want to say congratulations to Michael B. Jordan, a actor who's, he's done his thing over the years and he's starting to get a lot more notoriety. And he actually just won an award. So he won the leading role winner at the Actor Awards in 2026. So just a day ago, I believe on March 1st, they had the award ceremony. And as you saw, or you might have saw in this clip here, Viola Davis, she actually, announced his winning and she was able to present him with the award. And the movie itself, Sinners, is an amazing movie. I know there's some people that might, have various feelings about it, various concepts of what the movie was actually about and different things like that. But the fact of the matter is, it inspired a lot of controversy. It inspired a lot of, conversation and debate. It inspired people to, look back into the past, to think about where we've come from, to think about where we're headed. And in this particular movie, I say Michael B. Jordan, he deserved this award because he not only played a diverse character, but he played two characters. He played twins with opposing, characteristics, different characteristics. So from an actor standpoint, he had to go through a range of emotions. He had to be one person in one scene, and then he had to become a completely different person in another scene. Now, how does that relate to us and what we do online? Well, it relates because a lot of times people online, they get into character. They get into playing a role of one type of person online And then once when they're offline, they're a completely different type of person. And they try to balance that out. And some people, they deserve a real award for the character that they play online. Because if you were to actually meet them in real life, that person might not even be the same person that you expect. It's kind of like people wanting to meet their favorite actor based off of a role that they played in a TV show or a movie. You see that character, it's something about that character that you're attracted to. Either they're bold, exciting, they're risk takers, they're successful. And then once when you, or if you possibly get a chance to meet them in real life, you find that this person is maybe an average type of person. They're the everyday person that, hey, if they weren't an actor or a sports player, you might just walk by them in the store. Or if you were to engage with them in conversation, you might find that they aren't too different from you. And this is very valuable because when you're going through building your online business, you have to first and foremost decide who you're talking to, who you're directing your message towards. But in order to be able to successfully direct your message towards the right person, you also have to identify who you are really, who you are truly, the inner workings of you, and what can you consistently show to your audience that is authentic. The algorithm is funny. And the algorithm is so sophisticated that it can pick up on just about any minor detail, any minor difference in what it is that you produce. One day you can do a text post that might go viral, and then you do another text post and it won't go viral because it's not conveying the same message. It's not representing the same exact type of person. The algorithm sees, hey, one day you posted about, you know, uh, 2D animation. The next day you posted about 3D animation. Now, it might seem similar to you, but the algorithm says, hey, these are two different niches. These are two separate things, and it speaks to two different audiences. Then you can start posting about AI content. Then you can start posting about AI, you know, unrelated AI content. And the algorithm is examining that and they're trying to determine, well, who is this person? And who is it that I should be sharing this information with? That's a major hurdle when it comes to building an online business. And I want to encourage everyone while we're on the topic and while we're looking at congratulating this amazing actor on his ability to play two different characters, I want you to focus on the character that you play. Who is it that you represent on a daily basis? Are you the fun loving type of person? Or are you the serious, never laughing, never joking type of person? And even me myself, I often have to go through, reevaluating who it is that I really am. Who is it that I want to represent when it comes to providing content, sharing content, and who do I want to actually attract? Now, on a daily basis, I go live, right? And I try to give you various aspects of myself because one aspect is, I'm not one dimensional. I'm a diverse person. I tell people all the time, I could be in a room with anybody. I could be in a corporate meeting talking corporate business. I can be on my talk show with my co-host talking about politics. I can be on a street corner of New York and we could be talking about whatever it is that we talk about on the street corner. So as far as being diverse and being able to be in inner circles that are varied, that's something that I can actually do. But can actually be a hindrance when it comes to promoting online. Now, if you're the person that's really diverse and you can be just about anything, if you can be an award winning actor who can play multiple roles, who can, you know, be featured in a comedy movie, a comedy TV show, and then go to a dramatic role, then go to a action hero role, kind of like Michael B. Jordan. You can go from being on the set of Wakanda to, being on the set of Sinners, where it's, a little different. It's set in a different time frame. It's set in a whole different world, so to speak, and you can still thrive. A lot of times, you know, it makes it hard for people to put you in a category, kind of like the algorithm. It makes it hard for the algorithm to put you in a box. It's good in one area because you have such diverse skill sets that maybe the doors might open in any direction. Somebody might want to put you in a TV show because they know that you can be funny and comedic. They might want to put you in a action-packed movie because they know that, you have the ability to maintain that role also. But when it comes to online, once again, when you're focusing on building your business, 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, you're going to want to be so laser focused and niche specific simply for the purpose of getting the exact target audience and getting the algorithm behind you. And that might make you feel some type of way. I'm gonna be honest. For me personally, it makes me feel some type of way because on a daily basis, I struggle with the idea or the concept of who am I really? Who do I want to show myself to the world to be? And I'm petty also. I'm a petty New Yorker. I don't want to be put inside of a box. It's hard for me to actually commit myself to just being one type of person. I'm not cookie cutter, as I always talk to you guys about. I like diversity. I like trying new things. I like being able to showcase all of the vast skills that I have. And on that note, I want to transition a little bit to something that I've been working on over the weekend. Now, when it comes to being diverse, I try to be diverse in a multitude of ways. You guys know that I have my favorite AI tools that I use on a daily basis consistently. And one of the AI tools that I use just got a major, major upgrade. And before I get to that, I want you guys to keep watching, stay to the end of this live. But before I get to that tool, I want to talk to you about another tool, another amazing tool that I started using just the other day, right? In my previous live, I talked to you guys a little bit about this particular AI software called Producer AI. Matter of fact, it might not have been on the live. It might have been a separate video that I produced and I posted in my private group and also on YouTube. But this tool right here, I've been using it, and it's not the main music producing tool that I use, right? But it might be something that I'm going to dive a little bit deeper in going forward. And I spent a little time over the weekend with it, and so far, I'm liking it. I'm liking what it has to offer. Now, you guys know part of our main focus with the Hustlers 10 Minute a Day Challenge is that we create music that speak to and inspire our target audience. That's the whole purpose or the goal of showing up daily and committing to doing the necessary actions. That's part of the reason why we have a intro that lasts longer than 10 minutes, right? We always have an intro before I start talking to you guys. And the purpose of that intro is for you to also to get inspired, get informed, like you were hopefully inspired and informed by that intro training video. But it also is designed to give you the 10 minutes needed so that you can actually do the challenge. And the challenge, of course, is to go through the document go through all of the information here, and actually use the tools that we use on a daily basis, which right here, this line right here that says access Suno for free. This is our primary AI music generating software that we use to create our music. So the challenge is designed for you to be able to create your song within that first 10 minutes time frame. So if you didn't already know, if you're new to the Hustlers 10 minute a day challenge, that's one of the main purposes of our intro. And it's the main purpose of our challenge as a whole. Depending on how long you've been with us, you should have a catalog of music by now. Every day, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. EST time. That gives you 5 opportunities a week to create a new song. So hopefully you have a catalog by now, depending on how long you've been with us. If you haven't, if you're just getting started, then tomorrow you should know exactly what to do. You're going to access the document during the intro. You're going to go through the process of creating your song. And what I want to actually do is this. I pulled up the most valuable document in all of online marketing because this section right here, I want to actually do a little update. I want to upgrade it right here live with you guys. And I want to update it with a new access link. So I want you to access producer AI, and they actually have a freemium aspect of it where you guys can actually use the service and be able to create your own music. And I think you will enjoy it. And I want to make this part of the challenge because I want you to be able to, you know, get access, create diverse music. And since this particular tool right here has something that currently Suno does not have, it's a little bit more diverse. I want you to be able to examine that, and I want you to become more of an expert in that particular tool. Now, I often tell you guys that, hey, I can do it all, but I don't want to do it all, right? It's not my job to be a master or expert at everything. One of the biggest problems that I used to have in the beginning of my journey is that I couldn't find a business partner or anyone else to partner with that had nearly the same, skill set that I have, or the same drive, dedication, commitment to growing a business. And that was something that, I really didn't like. I really didn't like the fact that, it felt like I was in that fourth category. That's one of my favorite AI songs that I created, right? The fourth category. Couldn't find individuals who had my same passion for particular aspects of online marketing. Now, I have a love for this industry, not just for the basis of, hey, I want to make a lot of money and this, that, and the third. Yes, everybody wants to make money online. But even if it wasn't money involved, I would still be doing this. I would still be creating music, using AI tools, enjoying the content that I create on a daily basis, and enjoying speaking to you guys. Now, if you don't have a passion for this particular industry and it's just solely based off of, the idea of making money from home, and that's all you can see it as, then it might not be for you. This industry might not be for you, and that's okay. It might be something else out there that's more tailored for you, and you should pursue that. But for me, every day I wake up excited. I wake up excited because I have the opportunity to tap into various softwares and tools that allow me to create some amazing content. And I want to go back to producer AI because I want to share with you guys something. So I've been creating some songs with producer AI. And one particular song, this one right here called Bell to Bell, I I kind of like this song. I kind of like the song, and I decided that I was going to use the uh as I believe the credits that they provide here, right? In order to generate a music video. Now, unlike Suno, producer AI has the ability to create music videos within the tool itself. So that's a powerful, powerful aspect of this tool. So I'm going to go right here to the music section or the music video section, and I want to play the actual video. I'm horrible at doing the intros, right? At debut and stuff, right? But I'm going to play the actual song, the video, and just as a heads up, it's not a full complete video for the whole song. It only is 60 seconds worth, right? So as it says right here, it says create a cinematic 60-second music video for Bell to Bell. The style should match the uploaded mural art, vibrant, illustrative, and urban. The video should follow the dean of the digital era as he moves through a stylized New York, blending gritty streets with high-tech digital elements. Use 16:9 aspect ratio and include the first 60 seconds of the track. Now, I uploaded this video, this picture that's right here next to me, and it's one of the videos, or well, one of the pictures that I created using one of my favorite AI tools, Artistly. And it's a stylized, graffiti type art style picture. You have a young man painting a mural, and there's different artists on the wall. These are fictional characters, but it's designed to put you in a state of mind that these are hip hop artists and this is a mural. So with this particular tool, the thing that I like about it is that it's kind of like a chat GPT style agent where you can not just copy and paste your lyrics just like you could do in Suno, right? In Suno, you can copy and paste your lyrics and just generate the song. But with this particular app, you can have a conversation with the AI itself and say, hey, this is what I want it to sound like. Here's the lyrics. And it'll confirm, hey, do you want this, that, and the third? Do you want this different type of elements? You can have a conversation first before it actually starts producing. And with this particular aspect of it, making the music video, you can upload a reference picture that, is the basis of your video. So as you can see this picture right here, if you look up here at the top on the actual video itself, you could see that mural picture. So a representation of that as a billboard. So let's get to playing this particular video and let me know what you think, because I feel like it did a pretty good job and it got me excited about wanting to further use this tool. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it and it'll make you want to use this tool also.
Yeah, intellectual talks, bell to bell, success mode. The chime hits different now. No hallway walks, just focus. First period starts in the dark. Wake up. I'm hunting for the wisdom, moving through the algorithm streets. No books, just heavy intuition. No books, just heavy intuition. The notification is the bell. Every ding means pay attention. I'm sitting in the front row, watching how the Giants move. Watching discipline.
All right. So, like I stated, it's only 60 seconds, right? Now, there's a reason why it's only 60 seconds. And it really entices me and makes me want to, you know, really get into this service itself. Now, that was only 60 seconds because this particular tool works off of a credit system. So, in order to make a 2 minute long video, it requires, I believe it said 3,600 credits, right? Now, let me see. Currently, I have 488 credits remaining. Now, since it took 3,600 credits to create a 2 minute video, in the beginning, I only had 2,000 something credits, right? So I asked the AI, I said, hey, just make a 60-second video. So of course it cut it in half, right? So that allowed me to just use 1,800 of my, what would that be? 2,288 credits that I had, right? So that's why I still have 488 credits left. Now, of course, if I upgrade, this actually gives you more credits. And of course, I want to go to the pricing section so you guys can actually see what it says when it comes to pricing. So monthly credits, 3,000. Now, daily top-up credits, you get those, and you get 8 concurrent generations and all core features. And that's for its $6 monthly plan. Now, as you can see right here, it looks like it's checked off in the yearly section. So they always want to let you know what the best pricing is first. So let's see what it says monthly. So monthly is just a $2 difference. So $8 a month, you'll be able to get the same thing, right? So it's a $2 a month savings. Now, the different plan options gives you different credits. So I want you to imagine this. 3,600 credits is what it would have taken me in order to create a 2 minute video. Now, with the daily top up credits, it doesn't say specifically what are the daily top up credits. I didn't actually get in get into it or just to click to see exactly how many top up credits you get a month if you were to do that. Yeah, even when you click on that, it doesn't, necessarily tell you right there. But there's various ways around that. There's ways that you can get additional credits if you know, do certain tasks. So with the free tier, which is what I'm on now, there's different things. So I was recently gifted some credits. So I got 2,000 credits on February 26th, got 30 credits on March 1st, and then another 20 credits. Now this also gives you the ability to, listen to some of the music on here and kind of judge it and rate it yourself, right? So that you can, help this AI tool improve. So that's kind of exciting also because it allows you to do some things, and I'm gonna take my time to explore this a lot more because it's something that is different. It's different from Suno. It doesn't have a lot of the same elements that Suno has, but from the looks of it, when you upgrade, you get access to some premium information, some premium options. And for the $8 a month, might definitely be worth upgrading to be able to get the more song productions and things like that so that we can enjoy this further. But for now, I'm looking at the time. I see it's 9:51 a.m. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I want to get to the newest update on one of my favorite AI tools. Now, the update is on a tool that I use, but I rarely talk to you guys about it. Now, this particular tool is part of an overall suite. This tool is called Clone Voice AI. It's one of 3 tools that I use, and that's created by the same company. So they're winning with me on so many different levels. So the first tool is Artistly, which you guys know I use on a daily basis to create pictures, AI generated pictures, storybooks, just about anything you can imagine. And it helps me create music videos, as I explained to you in various other lives and videos. The second AI tool is called Video Express. Now, Video Express allows me to take those pictures and it'll generate 4 seconds or 8 second long videos. Now, that's very valuable because we have pictures taken care of with unlimited access and no credit system. You know how I feel about having credit limits and things like that. And that's part of one of the issues that I know I'll have with producer AI, right? That credit limit from $8 a month and getting 3,600, well, 3,000 credits. That's not even one video, technically. That means I'm gonna have to constantly try to find a way to get more credits in order to create more videos. Whereas I have a tool like Video Express where I can create an unlimited amount of videos. So that's one aspect so far of producer AI that, I don't really enjoy, but that's, how it is with the majority of AI tools out there. But it's a good thing we have special AI tools such as this one right here with a company that actually provides you with lifetime access to a product, meaning that you pay one time, you get lifetime access and lifetime updates and unlimited uses without any credit limit. But before I tell you about, well, while I'm telling you about this major update to this particular tool that comes from the same company, I want to ask you, what did you think about that intro video? The one where I was talking about how you can actually make money with AI generated content. What did you think about that video? Was the information helpful? Did it make sense to you? Can you see yourself possibly licensing music once when you create your catalog, right? Because we know with Sono, you create the music, it's your music, you can use it commercially, and you can use it to build your own business, or you can use it and provide it to other people who might want to use your music for background music for their videos or whatever it is creatively that you can think of. But with this right here, I want to ask you, did you notice that in that video I was talking about the AI, but it wasn't me. It was me, but it wasn't me. I didn't actually create that the vocals for it. It was my vocals, but I didn't have to sit and record and do take after take to get it right. It's because of this tool here that's soon going to be known as a what's that main most known AI voice clone tool called? I'm not going to say the name. I actually forget what it's called, but this right here is even better than, yeah, it just came to my mind. 11 Labs. 11 Labs has been like the gold standard of voice cloning technology. But this right here is something that I believe has gotten it beat and is getting better and better. And unlike 11 Labs, this does not have any monthly fees. and it doesn't have any credit limits. But I want to play for you something real quick because as you can see, I create a whole lot of audios, and this one in particular might sound familiar. Stop scrolling. What if I told you this isn't my real voice? I just used the new updated clone voice software and no more endless retakes or hiring expensive voice actors for your projects. You simply record a short sample. And all right, I'm gonna just give you that one little piece right there. That's me. That's my voice cloned damn near perfectly. The ability for me to now generate a script of whatever it is that I want to talk about. If I want to educate someone on how to make money with AI generated music, or if I want to educate people on the latest recipe for a cookbook, whether I want to educate people on the fact that, it's a Monday, which is what we call Take Your Heart Back Monday, right? And I look outside and it's another gloomy day. It's another gloomy day. I can talk about the weather. I can be a news broadcaster, a weatherman, and I can have scripts written where I can have my own personal avatar of myself speaking about whatever it is that I want, and it'll sound exactly like me. Perfectly cloned voices. I can do my own podcast if I want and not have to worry about ever having to go through take after take after take. With these three AI tools, I believe that the stage is set. We have the pictures for the visuals, we have the video maker for the videos, and we have the voice ability to clone our own voice or to create whatever type of voices that we want. Now, to take it a step farther, we created some music with producer AI, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It sounds pretty good. That bell to bell, for example, sounds pretty good, right? I did the same thing with Suno. I took the same lyrics and created another version of bell to bell. But I did it a third time also. Within Clone Voice AI, it has a music creation section itself. And the great thing about this is, once again, this is part of the unlimited feature, meaning I don't have a credit limit on this. Kind of like how you have a credit limit on Suno, which is a very high limit. So in any given month, I never use all of my credits. So I can't fault them for that. Even though it's a credit limit, I still never use it all. Now with Producer AI, there's a credit limit, but I'm not, I don't have the paid version of that. So I haven't run into that issue yet. But with this clone voice.ai, it gives me unlimited access, the ability to create unlimited music, to create unlimited sound effects, instrumentals, audiobooks, podcasts, scripts, if I need to generate scripts for whatever. So it's an all in one tool that allows you to take care of just about everything you need from an audio standpoint. And I want to actually show you this section here, public library. If you don't want to create your own voice, they have a public library where you can actually use whatever voice that you want for whatever type of project you want, right? Now, besides that, having the ability to use whatever voice in the public library, I want you guys to hear something. The fact that I used Clone Voice AI to create a version of Bell to Bell. the song Bell to Bell. Now, once again, I'm gonna be honest. Clone Voice, this tool isn't predominantly made to be a Sono or a producer AI direct competitor. But I want you to hear the quality of what it actually produced in its latest version that was just updated maybe a couple of days ago, a major update. Now, this right here, I'm gonna say it's female vocals instead of male vocals. So it give a little bit diversity. Tell me what you think about this in the comments.
The chime hits different now. No hallway walks, just focus. First period starts in the dark. I am hunting for the wisdom. Moving through the algorithm streets. No books, just heavy intuition. The notification is the bell. Everything means pay attention. I am sitting in the front row, watching how the giants move. Discipline is my only weapon. Staying sharp. That is that bell to bell energy. The feet is stand like your hall. If you is not taking notes, you are failing the real test. The pain from losses, gritty nights in the back room. Now the lesson plan is fine, building blocks with every word. Consistency is the only degree that matters on this block. Graduation is a mindset, now look at the professor. Standing where the air is thin, I stand at the algorithm rhythm. Success mode is a permanent state. On a run, windows rolled up. I turn emotion in the bedroom. The lesson never is an antic. Past evolves into a higher bracket. Class dismissed, but still here.
All right. So I haven't messed around with this particular feature enough to, really craft it and see how good it can actually get. But once again, the benefit is that I could try again and again and again, and there's no limit, right? So on today, Monday, Take Your Heart Back Monday, I just wanted to give you guys something that will inspire you and motivate you to explore what it is that's available to you, to take the opportunity to try something new, to take your heart back. Whereas other people are stuck in a repetitive cycle, they're doing the same things week after week, right? And they're feeling weak. And while they're going through the process, they're feeling a little broken. A lot of people on a Monday morning, they feel the dread of having to go into a job, work with people that they don't want to really work with, that they wouldn't enjoy hanging out with on a daily basis. And they're looking for an escape. They're looking for something. It might not just be a financial need, it might be the need for a community that they can actually relate to. It might be the need for a tool that can help take their minds away from the mundane, the things that they have to do or they feel as though they have to do on a daily basis just to survive. This right here could be a tool that helps you, and it could be a tool that helps them. So if you want access to this particular tool and explore exactly the benefits that you can use this for, I want you to comment clone, and I'll send you access to this along with one of my exclusive trainings that will teach you how to create magnetic content so that you can speak to your audience about whatever it is that you want. Now, I want to also show you something that I haven't even looked at yet. I, as you can see, I go to the page on Artistly. It still says processing because I haven't refreshed the page. And this is what this is. Let's go back to Producer AI. So we know that we just saw this amazing music video, right? Created by just communicating with Producer AI. But of course, it only gave me a minute worth of, content. I want to be able to create the whole song. So unless I decide to pay for the monthly subscription, I might not be able to, create unlimited videos or as many videos that I want. So for this particular song, I took it, I downloaded it, and I uploaded it into my favorite AI tool, which is Artistly. I went to the AI design agent section. I clicked on one of our actual, vast categories that you can select from. Now, let's say you wanted to create nursery rhymes for your kids. That's a big niche. That's something that, a lot of parents would actually benefit from because you don't have to rely on the regular nursery rhymes that's already out there. Maybe you want to educate your children in a different way. You want to have nursery rhymes that teaches them their ABCs, their one, two, threes, and whatever else you want to teach them. So that's one right there. But this one right here, the music storyboard, as you saw in the previous live where I displayed and showed you guys how it worked, all you have to do is just drag your uploaded or your downloaded audio file right in here and create the storyboard so that you can create and craft your own music video. So that would allow me to create my own music video, right? And once again, this particular tool is unlimited with no credit limits. So we're talking about unlimited. We're talking about actually being free, free from limits so that we can have fun and create whatever we want, however we want, and whenever we want, right? So let me go back to the personal design section. And since I already plugged in the song, I had it generate some visuals, and I could actually use these visuals to create a music video for Bell to Bell. So look at this. It's a little mix of various art styles. So I asked it to create something with somewhat of the same visuals, or artistic style visual, a graffiti-ish style. So you see it has some mixtures of, visuals, and I could take whichever ones I want. I can upload them into my other favorite tool, which is Video Express, part of the three-man suite, I want to call it. I can go over here to Video Express. I can go to the import media section. And since it's made by the same company, I can import my visuals from Artistly. So you see all of the pictures that I just generated. And then I can import them into here and then turn them into AI generated videos. So with that, I hope you guys found some type of inspiration, something to get you excited, and something worth, looking forward to getting started with. And let's see, one thing before I go, I want to sign into our very important dashboard and let you guys know that, of course, tomorrow is Training Day Tuesday. So in one day, 3 hours and 49 minutes away, we will be having another live. So this live will be conducted by my business partner, Mr. Wayne Crow. And the name of that live is Discover the 2 Simple Tactics That Made 14K in 6 weeks Without Working. Now, this right here is very powerful. Now, You can see the without working right here. I want to just make some clarification on this. It might sound attractive. You might say to yourself, man, if I can make 14K in 6 weeks without working, yeah, I'm gonna be there. I want to do that. But I want you to understand there is some caveats to this. Keep that in mind. Nobody makes money without putting in work. You have to put in work. There is no push button solutions, and there is no guarantees on any type of income. Even if you work hard, there is no guarantees. But when you actually put in the work, you can be, like it says here. Look at this number right here. 689 commissions have been paid to members in the last 24 hours. So 689 people were paid commissions. After tomorrow's live, or even maybe later on today, you can be one of the next group of people to earn a commission in the next 24 hours. If you take action on what we have available, if you access your profit center, if you access all of the tools and information that we have available, and if you decide to take your heart back on this Monday. Now, join us tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST time, where we're going to dive deeper into a little bit more depth as to what this right here really means. Discover the 2 simple tactics that made 14K in 6 weeks without working. We're going to talk a little bit more about that tomorrow. So with that, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's live. I'm going to close out just like I always do. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Woke up to silence, dreams still heavy. Phone screen dry, but my vision stays steady. Mama said, baby, that job ain't your lane. But I clocked in anyway, chasing someone else's game. That got me dancing with denial at night. Scrolling for hope, but it's hidden from sight. 10 minutes a day, sounded small at first. But in silence, even whispers can't quench a thirst. Notebook in hand, wrote my future in ink. Mapped out my mission before I started to sink. Every post was a prayer, every share had weight. I wasn't selling a link, I was shifting fate. I found my rhythm in the quietest place, where hustle meant healing and grind meant grace. From the corner of doubt, I carved my space. Legacy ain't loud, but it wins the race. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. People laugh, said she doing too much. To my PayPal pin, then they changed up the touch. No big brand, no 6-figure crew, just a mic, some lyrics, and a dream that grew. Tired of waiting for the gatekeeper's call, so I built my own stage, held my own hall. Suno on deck, that's the beat in my chest. GPT spin like I'm born to impress. Said I'd never make it, cool, noted. But now my bars turn pain into coded. From broken to branded, I ain't asked for fame, I asked for freedom, and I claim my name now. Hustle
who bury on loop like healing chants. For the girls who grew up with limited chance. This is more than a challenge, it's breaking the chain. Cause 10 minutes a day rewired my brain. 10 minutes a day, brick by brick, built from the bottom, now the vision stick. No hype, no cap, just clarity. This ain't just income, it's legacy. Every click, every song I create etches my name where they can't erase. You can doubt, but you gon' see. 10 minutes a day turned into legacy. Now my daughter sees me different, eyes full of fire. She said, Ma, your words lift me higher. This ain't a hustle, this a heart-led path, where math meets message and message meets math. Community over clicks, value over hype. I ain't here to trend, I'm here to type. Blueprints for the ones still stuck in fear. Let them borrow my belief till their purpose clear. Haters still quiet, but I'm loud with grace. Posting in peace, not a mask on my face. Every bar I drop, every beat I write, I'm freeing the